everyone. It's Debbie Mirza, the author of The Covert Passive Aggressive Narcissist. Today, I want to talk to you about a big topic, and I'm just going to spend a few minutes, which really does not do justice to this question, but it's important to really hear this and understand. And so I hope this is helpful. It's basically the question, why do we get in these relationships? So this is not referring to if you have a parent, or a sibling who's a covert narcissist. It's not like you chose them, unless you believe spiritually you did. I don't know. There's different thoughts on that. But regardless, this is more friendships, coworkers, bosses, and sometimes you don't choose your boss, but anyway, relationship-wise, romantic relationships, spouses, partners. Why do we end up in relationships like this? I was talking to a client about this, and I hear this so often with clients. Just this frustration of seeing this pattern in their lives of, sometimes they'll have a relationship that's very overt, and then they'll get in another relationship and they think, oh, thank goodness, this is a nice guy who listens to my feelings, and they end up being a covert narcissist. And they keep wondering, why do I keep getting involved with people like this and not seeing it? So one of the biggest reasons comes back to the way we were raised and what was modeled for us. And if you get involved with someone who's a covert narcissist, that tells me that somewhere along the way you experienced the illusion of love, and maybe you had a mother or a father or a sibling who wasn't as extreme as the narcissist you're experiencing, but had some of the traits. Maybe they projected their own feelings onto you and wouldn't take their personal responsibility. Maybe the way they treated the way your dad treated your mom, or your mom treated your dad, or the way they treated you, gave you the impression, gave you the message that you were not worthy of love, that you were not deserving of love, that you had to earn this love, that this was your fault, that was your fault. So it definitely starts in childhood, and that sets us up for partners that have these same traits, and maybe more, or maybe even more covert than we were raised with, and then we feel lucky until we recognize it later. So there's almost some kind of comfort level when we're around people like this, because we're used to this dance. We're used to someone talking down to us. We're used to someone not respecting us. We're used to someone not wanting to celebrate us. So when, our childhood shapes so many of our thoughts about ourselves, about the world. And so it makes sense that that's why we end up in these relationships. We don't recognize it because we're used to it. And we know how to behave in relationships that have these traits, because we were basically trained to. So it's up to us to figure out what is wrong with this picture. What are wrong with these beliefs that I've learned and developed over the years? And that's part of the healing. And because of that, coming out of these relationships and recognizing what you've been through can be the making of you. It definitely takes time and it takes work, but it is so worth it. Because with time and healing, you will develop a strength and clarity that you've never had before, and it will change your life. So I hope that's helpful as to why do I keep getting in these relationships. Lots of love to you, and I'll talk to you soon.